Signs from across Europe are clear. Liberal politics is becoming unpopular and populism is being viewed as the only viable solution to Europe's many problems. One country after the other in the European Union is seeing the rise of what can loosely be termed as conservative or populist forces. Rising costs of living, energy inflation, and of course, the all-out energy-cum-economic crisis is propelling the rise of quote-unquote right-wing politics in Europe. That's not all. Many Europeans now believe that the sanctions against Russia are in fact hurting their own countries. That is why in countries like France, the Czech Republic, Germany, and others, support for anti-Russia sanctions is waning. Whether it be Sweden, France, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, or Italy, countries across Europe are seeing populist support and street power rising. In Slovakia last week, over 5,000 people from both the far right and left united to demand an end to the rule of clowns and traitors. Their primary complaint remains that Slovakia is paying a very high price by supporting Ukraine and acting out against Russia. In Sweden, far-right Sweden Democrats came second in this month's election and will join the government for the first time. This party, which is an all-out opponent of immigration, is expected to play a pivotal role in the new government. According to Gunnar Beck, a member of the European Parliament, something is definitely happening. From France and Italy, major European powers, to Sweden, it feels as though a rejection of the manifestly failing pan-European orthodoxy is taking hold among our citizens. In France, populist leader Marine Le Pen lost the election to President Emmanuel Macron. However, many believe this election just marked the beginning of a high-voltage political career for Le Pen. Her far-right party was able to clock close to 42% of the votes, a record high. The Czech Republic has a similar story to tell. The Freedom and Direct Democracy Party, for the first time, came second in a poll this month, ahead of any ruling party. Its leader, Tomio Okamura, attacked the current government for being a group of warmongers that acts on behalf of Ukraine. Okamura recently said, and I quote, "I've been saying from the start that imposing economic sanctions against Russia was a totally stupid thing to do. It was his party that organized the recent anti-government demonstrations involving around 70,000 people." Italy is already in the news. Far-right leader Giorgia Meloni has emerged victorious and is on path to becoming the country's first woman prime minister. Giorgia Meloni's Brothers of Italy party is estimated to have won about 22 to 26% of the vote. Meloni is an Italian nationalist. Her party is a champion of patriotism, and that is what has helped it win public support in recent years. In 2018, the Brothers of Italy party won just 4.3% of the votes. Evidently, the right-wing government in Italy has come a long way in the past 4 years. The question is now this: will the whole of Europe soon be gripped by a wave of populism? The trends certainly seem to indicate that. What do you think? We'd love to hear from Europeans.